and thank you for joining us on Single in the City. I'm Michelle Sade, and I'm here with
Mr. G. Phillips.
and we're talking about the power of love.
Absolutely.
I feel like Stephanie Mills.
Well, the power of love, that she definitely did sing that song.
Yeah, she did.
So the power of love, y'all. We'll see how Michelle feels about the power of love. How do you feel about the power of love?
Well, I'm a sucker for love, so.
Oh, so you don't have any control.
I love hard. I love so hard, so I make sure I don't fall in love.
Oh.
And I try to stay away from it. I mean, unless I know he's all the way in, then I might let up and just, let it happen.
Well, very interesting that you said "in." Let's touch on the word "in."
Mm-hmm.
Why do women like to insert that word "in" before love?
In.
Yeah.
Are we talking about sex?
I mean, "in" is a prefix in the English grammar. It's a prefix.
I'm not talking about sex now.
No. Absolutely, I wasn't going that far, but
Okay.
I'm saying the word "in." Sometimes I think that women like to use the word "in" because it sounds like it's a deeper love, and it's technically just a prefix
In
that
love.
they're using. It's not really. In love has nothing to do with love. The word "in" has nothing to do with love. So,
Okay, he's breaking it down.
so I'm trying to figure out, because I know the power of love.
Okay, tell me about the power of love.
Okay, let me tell you about the power of love. Let's describe "in." Okay, so most women identify a deeper love is by saying, "I'm in love," or "Are you in love with me?"
Yeah.
When basically you're talking about the word love, Love, that's what you're trying to express, right?
Right.
But you would take a prefix like "in," right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would use that prefix to describe a deeper thought. That's not what "in" means. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily deeper.
Okay.
It could be an adjective.
Okay.
It could be describing love. An adjective is what describes something.
Okay.
So I don't understand why the word "in" is so important when we're talking about love. And I think that's the power that you guys like to have as far as females, because it's not really a man that normally say, "Are you in love with me?" It's always a woman asking the question, "Are you in love with me?"
Because we want to know if
That's
you're
your power.
in love, or do you love me, or are you in love with me?
So what I'm saying, you got to explain the word "in." It just can't be said, "Are you in love with me?" What do you mean? Because you could be
That
in love with a
means,
lot
like,
of things about a
do
person.
you love me with all my makeup off and I look like a bum? Are you in love with me? Like every little thing I do. In love. That's what that means. Or do you just love me? You not in love with me. You just don't want to see me ran over by a bus.
So why don't you describe that then, instead of saying "in" and then having a guy think that you can sum up all these things, because you really can't. Because if I say, "Okay, I'm in love with your eyes. I'm in love with the way that you, your personality. I'm in love with the way that you talk. I'm in love with the way that you walk. I love your intelligence." Like, there's so many things you could be in love with. So it's not just one thing that you can say that I'm in love with you. I'm in love with certain things about you.
I think that if you're in love with the person, you're in love with them completely, not just the eyes.
But you couldn't possibly be in love with everything, because there's certain things that irk you about a person. So you can't say I'm in love with everything
So
about
you're
a person.
not in love with them. If this irks me about you, like if this irks me about you,
Yeah, but you're
if
not.
this irks me about you, then I'm not in love with you.
But you're not in love with that particular thing about me. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't love me. So what I'm saying, I think the word "in" is just a little bit too far, well, not explained. And I think that women have that power, and this is why I'm talking about the power of love, because it's a power that you guys use to say "in," and most men don't really identify with it the way I do, because I'm going to break it down and say, "Wait, what do you mean "in"?
Okay.
Most men are not going to ask you that.
So you tell me about the power of love then.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you what the power of it is.
Okay.
The power of love is mostly described by females, because men don't want too much power when it comes to love. You guys want the power, because you guys are so much wanting to be loved.
So what do you want?
I mean, I love, but I don't want the power of love.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference, because people use love as a way to control people. And I don't think love has to always control someone. You can love someone without controlling them. And just because I love you don't mean that you should be treating me a certain type of way, or you can do anything you want to do to me because you love me, or I love you. There are men that beat women, and women still say they still say that this man loves me.
Yeah, I understand that part. I
Right,
mean, that's
so-
not love.
Right, but what I'm saying, in a sense, what people have made it love. This is what I'm saying. The power. You have the power to say what love is to you. Anybody does. But mostly women exercise the power of love more than men do.
By saying in love.
Yes, well, in love is just to top it off.
Oh.
In love is just to completely tell you, look, if you're not in love with me, I can't do it.
Right. Go on
But
about
you're
your
not
business.
explaining what in love is, because in love
Because
could
men
be so
don't know
many
what
different
in
things.
love is.
Because you don't tell them what in love is. You never explain what in love is. You just
It's
say in
all-
love and that's it.
Guys,
Right?
in love is all about me, 100 me, and you don't even see the pretty girl walking by. That's in love, okay?
That's impossible. Okay, because everybody has a
Yes,
eye
you need
or
to be in dead. That's what you need to be.
Well, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But the power of love, I think it has what it has done, because love hurts as well.
Okay.
Love is not just this beautiful thing now. Love actually hurts, because people hurt over love, right?
Yeah, I mean, love. If you're gonna, okay, that's another reason. I'm glad you brought that up, because that is the reason why I protect my heart and don't want to fall in love, because until I know that he's there before me, because it hurts.
So how do you?
It can hurt.
So you're using the power to
Uh,
protect yourself.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
the power of love. That's what I'm saying to you. That's the power of love.
How's that the power of love?
Because you're using that very same power to protect your heart from this guy.
Yes, you have to.
So is
And
that not the power of
especially
love?
in Atlanta. No.
Leave Atlanta alone. Hey, we are live and direct from Atlanta's own city. So listen, don't feel bad about Atlanta. Atlanta's just another place like everything else, man. And there's a lot of love in Atlanta.
Don't come out here slipping. Do not come out here slipping, because you are going to get woo.
I think
Atlanta
that she had the same problem in New York.
Atlanta would chew you up and spit you out.
I believe you had the same
No,
problem
I
in New
didn't.
York. So why'd you come down here?
No, I didn't.
Freaknik. She came down here because of Freaknik.
It's good. It's good for business.
Freaknik brought you down
It's a
here.
great city for business.
It's business. She came down here for business. So back to the power of love.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. You love your business. That's a love. Everything with love is not a relationship. Why does everybody use love as a way?
I mean,
You could be
I
loved.
have to say right now, I'm loving on myself, and I I'm in a good place, safe. Safe.
Hold up.
Safe place.
Hold up. Safe. I'm trying to figure. I need to get to the nitty gritty here. I need to get to
Yes.
this. Are you hurt? Are you that hurt?
No, well,
It's a
I
little
mean,
defensive.
everybody's been hurt.
But
It's
you
not
seem
like
a little
I'm the
defensive.
only one been hurt out here.
You seem a little defensive.
I mean, if you're above a certain age, you've been hurt maybe more than one time. So I just learned that when it comes to love, it's certain steps that you need to take before I will open up my heart to that.
Sometimes when we talk about love, man, it gets touching. Sometimes it gets so deep, man, I don't even want to continue the conversation. But you know what? Everybody needs to know about love.
You know,
So what about other things that love has to do with without talking about a relationship? Because the reason why I brought up the power of love today, because love is an expression. Love can be a lot of things, and I think just people just only want to identify love with a relationship and talk about the bad things. I mean, what about just loving your mother? What about just loving the weather? What about just loving your car? What about loving your hair? What about just loving something else? Like, why everything with love got to be a relationship?
so it's love and it's in love, like I said. So, and you don't like the word in, but there's love and in love, and you're not in love with your mama. You're not in love with your car.
No, I was very in love
So,
with my mother.
I mean, I love
with
my mom
No, I
to
was
death, but I'm not in love
my
with
mother
her.
because my mother was who birthed me, and my mother was who helped me get here. My mother carried me in her womb.
Give me
Yeah, I
the
was
definition.
in love with my mother.
Give me
yes.
the definition of in love to you.
Well, because this is what I tried to say in the beginning, in the opening of the show. The word "in" does not describe what type of love it is unless you explain what "in" means. You just can't use a word and not describe what the word means to you. You use a word as "in" and don't explain it. That doesn't make sense.
I love everything there is about my mother, yes. But to me...
So let me ask you a question. Were you in love with certain things that your mother did?
I love everything my mother did.
Were you in love with the certain things that your mother did?
I'm not in love with it.
Why not?
I love the things she
Why
did.
not? Why are you scared of the N word, the N word "in" when it comes to your mother?
I don't know. I just don't see in with mom. I see like I love everything about her, but I didn't see in with her.
So you're using "in" as a passionate way of
yes.
loving.
In is passion.
Okay, no, it could be, but it's not the only thing that it means, and that's what I was trying to say. You use the word "in." If you guys interpret the word "in" the way that you do, a guy's never going to have a chance because he's probably not going to be in love with everything about you, and you're probably not going to be in love with everything about him. So I don't think the word "in" really solidifies anything to me. I think it's just something to do with power. And I think that women use that as their way of power. To say, because the first thing you say, well, you're not in love with me. I don't need nobody that's not in love with me. Okay, I can't fall in love with everything about you. So what does that make me? Make me wrong? And I just think that power needs to be taken away.
What do you mean?
I mean, at some point, you guys got too much power.
We have the power.
Yeah.
We need to take the power back.
No,
and that's what women need to know. They have given the power to these men that we need to take it back. For real.
I think Atlanta has gotten to her, y'all.
No. Yeah, Atlanta.
I think she's very frustrated with Atlanta.
I don't know about other states, but in this state, they have given the power up. And honey, you have all the power.
I think women have always had the power, and I think you guys will always have the power because...
We do, but the new generation doesn't realize that.
Well, they're immature. It's just, they need time. They need time. We had time. A lot of us just really finding out what love is in our 40s.
And you guys are trying to flip it on us like y'all the prize.
Well, I mean, we are the prize. I mean, you guys won us.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Hey, that's the power of love. You guys want us. We have something that you want.
Well,
you just want to tell us how to do it.
That's why I'm over here loving on myself because of this attitude, okay?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. I love on myself too. Actually, I love myself so much, right? In this day and age, and I wish I could do this 20 years ago.
Right.
I wish I loved myself the way that I do now.
Yeah.
20 years ago. I would probably be a lot further in life. I would have a lot more going on with my life. But, time, heals wounds, and you learn things. You get wiser as you get older. And I believe what people have done is just become impatient when it comes to love.
Impatient.
It takes time.
Yeah, because everybody's like rushing to the bedroom and not getting to know each other.
The who? The bedroom.
The bedroom. They're trying to skip all the steps and rush to the bedroom. And you don't get to know each other really to get to be in love. In.
Well, I think if you guys wasn't such an appetizer, most of the time we probably would wait for the entree.
Well, don't say you guys because, like I said, I'm sitting over here alone because I'm not about to let nobody rush me to the bedroom.
Well, it's just, listen, it's subjective, okay? I think what you guys do is that you prepare yourself in a way where it almost teases guys because you guys kind of know what y'all want. And I'm going to say this too. Okay. Women have gotten to the point where they put on stuff for other women now. More than they do men.
You mean like, I get that. I get what you're saying. And not in the gay fashion way.
Right.
But in the way that...
Identification.
I know, because when I walk outside, I see other woman checking me out, not necessarily gay because they're walking with their man.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well,
They're
why
admiring
is the girl looking more than the guy?
Because they're admiring you, because the guys now know that you guys are not putting on things for them anymore. You're putting on things because you get like
It's
even,
a competition.
right. Even with the surgeries, nothing against nobody with a surgery, because that's what they want to do with their body. That's fine. But I'm saying to you, a lot of the women comparing themselves, or admiring a girl in the strip club. There are more women in the strip club now than there are guys.
I think women are comparing themselves to each other, which they shouldn't be doing.
But why? But what I'm saying, where does that leave the men? If women are doing this, where does that leave the men? To do what? To just lust over most of the women, because the women are not into guys like they used to.
Guys do this too. Because I will go to the club and they're competing with how many bottles they can buy against each other. This section got 10 bottles.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the
What about
science.
that?
I'm gonna
What
tell you
about
something.
that?
I'm about
Tell me
to
about that
tell you.
part.
Here's the deal with the strip club. Okay, a partner on a nightclub. I've been around a lot of people who work with managers who go to strip club.
Okay.
I'm not a drinker or anything like that, right? So I'm sitting back consciously acknowledging everything, right? What happens is a lot of times the women, the expectation of a man is, if I invite you into my section to have a drink, I want to have a shot at you.
Okay, so did G Fields just really say that? Really?
And most women are like, I ain't no way. Because women are in the club with their phones now. They're not paying attention to a guy whispering in their ear. They're on their phones, they're taking pictures, and then they drink up all the liquor, and then they leave with somebody else that's not even in the section. So a lot of times the guys are buying bottles because they say, I'd rather sit here and enjoy myself and drink with my homeboy than to let her come over here and drink up all my liquor and be gone.
Ooh. But it's something to say about all the men in the section together, and there's no woman in there.
Well, there's no woman in there because the women ain't buying bottles.
Ooh.
They're waiting for the men to buy the bottle so they can drink it up.
Ooh.
So why not take a picture with your homeboy and pop the ace of spades for 2,000?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, everything is a photo op now.
I think that they're also, like I was saying, they're in competition with each other. Like over here in this section, they're buying this much bottles. In that section, they're buying this much bottle. And they're competing with each other. And that's where it comes in. They compete in money.
Here it is.
Men compete in money. Women compete in style.
But here it is again. Power of love. You guys go to the club. Not expecting to buy any bottles. Looking beautiful, pretty.
Well,
somebody's going to say,
we're supposed to get in free.
Right, somebody's going to say, come in the section.
Get in the section free.
You're supposed to drink for free.
And we are women. We are the queen.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you about the power of love.
And you're all supposed to be the king and lay the red carpet
because y'all
out for
love
us.
yourself so much that you actually think that that's going to buy you into the club.
No, it's you all supposed to be a gentleman.
That's not a gentleman.
And chivalry needs to be
me
still around.
spending my money all day long and you getting it is not me being a gentleman. Wait a minute. Where did that come from?
The man is supposed to hold us
you,
down.
Hold on, you get your paycheck and you get to keep it.
That's
pay
right.
your bills and I get to go spend all my money in the club and then ask you to help pay my bills.
Okay.
And then you tell me no. Be a man.
Yes, yes, because you need to be a man. And that's how it works.
So is this the Leave It to Beaver days or
No,
the new day, new era or whatever?
What am I supposed to do? If I'm paying the bills and I'm doing all this, I'm being the man. Why do I need you?
You see what I mean about the power of love?
Why do I need you?
Traditionally.
To just have a body in the bed?
Listen, traditionally, you guys have literally been spoiled from day one. Traditionally. Because the traditional thing is a man is supposed to do this, a man is supposed to do this. But when a man says a woman's supposed to do something, y'all got the craziest look on your face.
What is a woman supposed to do?
I think that equally,
give it to
you're
me.
supposed to take care of each other.
Take care of each other in what way?
In every way. In every way.
Like
I don't think that
50-50 on the bills?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not?
You know you ain't even working.
Why not?
Dude, I know you ain't even rolling like that.
If I pay all the bills, okay. If I
know you're not
let me ask you a
rolling
question.
like that,
Let me ask you a question. If I pay all the bills, what do I get?
You get a loving wife that comes home and your food is cooked.
I can cook my own food.
And your laundry is all.
I can wash my own clothes.
You get somebody to rub your back.
I get a massage
and
down
lay
the
the red
street.
carpet. And you get love.
is that not the power? But what I'm trying to tell you, the power of love has got y'all spoiled, y'all control. Love, y'all use the word love to control everything. It's not fair.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you get in your old age,
Ooh.
and you don't have the massage lady down the street to come help you.
They're on every corner now. A massage parlor. A massage parlor's on every corner now.
If you gotta go to the doctor, you need somebody to hold you down there. Like in those
The
times.
doctor can hold me down.
All right, you figured it out.
Again, the power of love, I think I've explained it.
Okay.
And I think I have gotten to the bottom of it. And I'm sorry you feel that way about love.
What way about love? What way do I feel?
That you're supposed to drink for free, that you're supposed to get in the club
That's not love.
for free.
That's partying.
Yeah, but you gotta
That's not love.
But I'm saying you love yourself enough to feel that that's what you're supposed to get.
Yeah, I love myself enough. I'm supposed to be treated
So
right.
those are your
You're
standards.
not gonna run over me and just put me to the curve, win everything, and
So those are your
keep me
standards.
to yes.
So let me ask you a
I love myself. I'm not gonna sit there on the corner while y'all popping bottles and watch y'all.
So let me ask you a question.
I will go home into my bed.
Is it wrong for a woman to take care of a man? You're quiet. I'll wait. We'll wait.
I mean, if a woman wants to take care of a man, that's her choice.
That's her choice, but a man doesn't have a choice. He should, right?
No, I mean, some men have a choice.
No, I'm asking you.
He should have a choice of what?
No, you said if a woman wants to take care of a man, that's
Yes.
her choice.
Yes.
So I'm asking you, a man doesn't have a choice. What I'm saying, are you saying that a man doesn't have a choice?
A choice of what?
To do what you just said. You said a woman has a choice whether she want to take him. So if a man said,
A man don't have a choice to take care of a woman.
Right. Is
If
it my
he
choice
doesn't
too?
want to take care of his woman,
Right.
he needs to go sit down somewhere.
Totally not fair.
And it is
Totally not cool.
shame on her for not putting her foot down and let him be the man and the king he's supposed to
But
be.
he
to her.
is the man. He's working. And you know, sometimes a single in the city, it gets hot. When Michelle starts talking, man, you know what's gonna come out of her mouth sometimes. But again, I'm just trying to give a different perspective because I really feel that narrative needs to change. Because
Okay.
I just think it's totally unfair because there are a lot of hardworking men that do a lot for women. And I don't think that it should be a moment where a man...
No, you didn't say change. I think G is bugging right now. Okay?
Huh?
Because Atlanta has already changed
Why
to
are
what
we
you were
still
talking about.
Atlanta? We talking about the world.
It is already changed. So
We
don't
talking
try
about-
to brainwash these women out here to do more for y'all.
No, I'm not brainwashing them. I'm giving a straight narrative like it needs to change because it's been like that for so long. It's almost like the Constitution of America,
It needs to
right?
change back to chivalry.
Let me give you an analogy, right? An analogy. The Constitution of America, just so y'all know, has been written in like the 1700s. It's time to change that because we're no longer back there. So we're still living a constitution that was put here 300, 400, or 500 years ago. So this narrative of that a man is supposed to do all this, and that needs to change. We need to update that. Can we get an update?
What is the update you're looking for?
Just being fair, being reasonable.
What is fair?
I mean, if a man goes to work and he pay all the bills, okay, well, certain things in the house need to be taken care of, and you should
And
buy.
what is
maybe,
that?
What I'm saying, maybe you should buy the food. Maybe you should help out on the gas. You know, maybe you should, go to work and help take care of the house. And if the man comes in and he says, okay, well, I had a terrible week this week and then didn't make a lot, and you know that you went to work and you made just as much as she did, I think you should put in on that. I think you should take care of the bill. I think when we go out to eat, that the waitress shouldn't put the bill in front of the man every time because they don't know who's paying. But traditionally, they do that because they think that a man is supposed to pay for it. But how do they know if the woman didn't invite and say, look, it's on me? And it could be on the woman, but the waitress or the waiter is going to put the bill in front of the man because that's the narrative.
That's true.
And I think that's whack.
That's whack.
Yeah. Because I want to feel like sometimes like, okay, my woman is treating me, I had a rough week. She's treating me out to dinner. Tell the waitress I got it. Or the waitress shouldn't have that expectation. She should ask, who's taking care of the bill?
Oh my goodness. If
Because
she was,
otherwise,
her
we'd
tip
never
would be,
get that narrative. But I'm gonna tip my hat to her because she keep putting the bill in front of me, and then she add gratuity. Come on, I don't have a chance here.
Yeah, by the way, guys, check your bill because they will sneak the gratuity on you, and you're putting gratuity on top of that.
And on top of that, you guys start tipping these men waiters because they deserve tips too. Now, when guy comes to your table, you're not gonna give the guy what you give the girl because the girl look better than the guy.
No,
And
I tip them
now the
both.
girl gets more tips than the guys. Come on, man. This is power of love.
Oh yeah, well,
You don't agree?
I tip them the same. I tip them.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I do.
You sure you don't show a
Yeah,
little favoritism?
I might give a little bit more if they were extra nice,
Oh.
or I worked them extra.
But it's not because he's a male and that's a female.
No.
Never?
No, I barely have male waitresses anyway.
Well, you're good.
It's just a lot of.
I'm good. We need to go out to dinner so you can tip me. I'll have my nephew come in and be the waiter.
Oh my gosh.
We'll win.
Listen to
We'll
him.
win on you.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find a way to break that cycle, that narrative. Like, I really needs to change.
Yeah.
The power of love is dangerous.
So how do you feel about it? Love.
Well, again, the power of love is subjective because it depends on how much control somebody wants. Because with power comes control.
Right.
And I think when people say love, a lot of times it's looked at as a relationship. And everything with love doesn't have to do with a relationship. Love is not the only emotion that there is. I mean, the emotion that you can tap into, you can love people and love things. Like love is a verb, love is a noun, it's a people, place, or thing. Love could be a lot of stuff. But I think people have gotten to the point where love is just about relationship now.
Right.
And when you talk about love, the first thing that comes in is a man and a woman, and which one is doing what they're supposed to do, and which one is cheating on the other one, and which one is not doing the right thing, and which one is buying this, and which one is paying this and this. And I think that it gets out of control. Now it's not about love anymore. It's about just so many other different things. Paying a bill has nothing to do with love. You
Right.
can't take love down to Georgia Power
No.
and pay no bill. You know what I'm saying? So love don't
No.
always have something to do with it. But control, when people want control, they use love to control
Use love.
people. And that's the power of
And
it.
that's why I'm afraid to open up my heart, because I know a lot of men take advantage. A lot of men will take it and know that woman out here, they need to know that men, when they hear that love word, or they see your reactions, you don't even have to say the love word. They see your actions that you're in love now. Because one thing about us women, we gonna show that we're in love, even though we don't say we're in
There
love.
that end go again.
And
Explain that.
when we show that we're in love to these men,
No, explain end.
I'm gonna get to that. When we show that they start taking advantage, and now they have the power over you. So you have to decide: do you want to give this man the power? Is he worthy of my love? Because you're actually giving him the power to hurt you. So, mean that I'm all in with this dude, and he ain't all in with me. That's what that means.
Can I ask you another question? Let's get a little bit more personal.
Right.
And this is not just a sexual educational course or anything, but I want to bring sex into the whole conversation only because I think what happens is when women give themselves to a man, they feel like that is the most precious thing that they can give a man, right? I gave you myself,
I gave
right?
all myself to you.
Right. Let me say.
I opened up.
Let me say something. But when a man, the expectation of a man giving himself is not as valuable.
What is a man giving a woman all himself? What is that? What's the definition?
No, what I'm saying is you both have private parts. You've been taught that your private part is valuable.
That's right.
And men are not taught that growing up. They don't tell us keep your stuff to yourself. Don't be giving it all.
Right.
You don't get told that.
No.
So what I'm saying is it's created with a narrative over a period of time to make women feel that what they're giving in a sexual relationship is more than what a man is giving. But you both are giving yourselves to each other. So I don't understand why yours is more valuable than mine.
Because you're slinging yours all over the country.
And how do you know that? And I don't know where
I
yours
would say
been.
something, but I ain't gonna do
Hey,
it.
that's
I ain't
okay.
gonna do that.
I don't know where yours been. You tell me it ain't been nowhere, but I don't know that. But I'm just saying the narrative. Come on, let's just be honest.
Right.
You guys value yourself more than men do. And it's sad because most men think that that's normal. It's not normal to me. For me not to feel that mine is not worth. Mine is just as
Because
valuable as yours.
some guys, I'm not gonna say all men, but some guys can actually sleep with women and have no feelings and get up and go. A lot of time, and women can do this too, but a majority of the women, when they sleep with a man over a period of time, they're gonna have some feelings.
A man has feelings too.
Yeah.
There you go, being one-sided again.
Yeah, I know you guys have
Power
feelings,
of
but
love.
I didn't say all men. I said some men.
Right,
They'll
gotcha.
sleep around and
Yeah.
they couldn't give two craps about you.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with that, and I think that there's a lot of bad situations on both ends, and I just think that there's no bridging the gap when it comes to that, and I think women would agree that their stuff is valuable more than a man's.
So when you're in love, what do you think is the value of?
I don't determine the word "in" as in love.
Here we go with the N word again.
Because I have to describe love because there's some things that
I'm
pisses
talking
me
about
off.
say you have a mate.
Okay,
Have you been in love before? Oh, here we go with the N.
I've been in love with a lot of things.
Have you loved someone before?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you know what love is.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what love is.
Okay, so what is it that you give? What are you giving with yourself to love? Like we feel like when we're giving, all ourselves to that man. But what do you give as a man to love?
I learned so many things about a person, and I can fall in love with so many different things about a person. That's what in love to me is so many different things. It's not just one thing to say in and not describe what I'm in love with. Because I could be in love with the personality, I can be in love with the conversation, I can be in love with, the sex, I can be in love with, the intelligence. Like, it's a lot of things I can be in love with. So in love could keep going as long as I know a person, and the more I know about them, I can be in love with more things about them. I didn't just say in just to say in.
Okay, so let's get back to the question. The question is, you're in love with someone. What do you give towards them?
I'm in love with some things about someone. That's not saying I'm in love with someone.
Okay, you love somebody.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
I like that.
I love somebody.
Right.
What do you give? Like, we as a woman will give all ourselves because we love this man.
For one, I give respect.
What do you give as a man to that relationship?
For one, I give respect from the beginning. I'm going to give respect.
No, I need to see something from you, though.
I
know it's respect, but what else?
I'm giving respect. I'm giving affection.
Okay.
Okay, I'm giving emotions. I'm giving support.
But you're not giving all of you.
Well, I mean, all of me is at a discretion of how long I'm with this person. I'm going to continue to give you. I can't give you all of me in one time. It's impossible.
Okay.
I gotta go. That's why you're in a relationship, so that it can grow and that you can continue to love things about a person, and then you can find the things that you've been weak on, and you can learn how to strengthen that and love that more. So I think love is an ongoing process. It's not just I love you and that's it until the end of time. No, you have to keep loving. You have to keep loving. You have to keep loving things about them, and then the things that you don't like about a person, you have to find a way. If you don't like them, you can respect them and not like them, or you can accept them. Like, I accept pet peeves. I don't like them, but I can accept them and move on and still be a part of your life. So you have to continue to keep loving. That's what I'm saying. The power of loving a person is at your discretion of how much power that you give yourself, because some people don't even give themselves enough power to deal with things. Some people are indecisive. Some people are impatient when it comes to love, and there are things that you know about your mate. You don't confront them about it, and you go on and let them build up, and then you blow up on this person at the end of the day. So love, to me, has to continue to go. Love got to be repaired. Love be broken down, torn. It's like the muscle when you work out, right? You building the muscle up and tearing the muscle down. That's what working out is. It's building up the muscle and tearing it down, and that's what love is. Because when you're in a relationship, you're gonna have issues. It's how you work through the issues. Let people marry 50, 60, 70, 80 years and be like, how do they do it? They keep loving each other. That's how they do it.
I think what happened is because if you're in a relationship for 50, 60, 70 years, you're always changing. You're not the same person you
Right.
was 5 years ago. So you're always changing, and that person have to change with you.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're all going in separate directions. You're not on the same page anymore, and now you're not in love anymore.
Right. Well,
So-
I wouldn't say you're not
In
in love.
love,
You're just
in.
maybe you have fell out of love with certain things about that person. Doesn't mean you don't love them.
Yeah.
You know, I think the people when they use "in" and they just cancel out love altogether. Oh, you're not in love with me. No, "in" is a lot of things. Stop trying to use it as one thing, like summing it up. You can't sum up love. Love is many things.
We are going to be at it all night. So
That's right.
Listen, guys, I'm glad you guys tuned in. Thanks for watching us. Catch us on Single in the City TV on every platform. And my Instagram is Michelle_Sade7. And Greg?
And I will be the real Gregory Fields Jr. all across the board.
Bye, guys.
Okay?